So I'm going to walk you through the template builder, which is really at the heart of ShoutOut. And it's where you build your templates that you can reuse over and over again. So on the template section, currently I'm on my template, and this gives a little bit of information about the selected template. So basically this one isn't enabled, so I'm just going to enable it here. So this one, it tells you that it's an automated video. It tells you that approval is off. It gives you the maximum clip duration, and this one in particular asks for an email address. So with templates, you can either edit your current templates. You can go to My Templates, which are a selection of all the templates that you've made. So you can select a template to turn it into the current template. You can go to Shared with Me, which is it's basically a group of templates that have been pre-made for you, or templates that have been shared with you from a master account, if you happen to be a department with a master account that shares you templates. And you can also create a new template, which I'm going to do now to show you how it works. So the first thing you do is choose your template type. It can be a shout out video, which is basically one video clip. It's a Q&A video where people answer multiple questions and those questions appear as text, or a review video. So I'm going to select here shout out video. So now it's going to ask whether you want it landscape, portrait, square cropped, or square fitted. So I'm going to try landscape. All these are for different social media platforms. Square fitted is really good for LinkedIn because it gives you some space to have like the subtitles underneath and some lines of text above. So I'm just going to go next here, and I'm going to give this template a name. I'm going to call it test. I'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll select that. And then now it's going to ask me for a logo. So I can use my default logo, which is the logo that I uploaded when I first logged into ShoutOut. I can choose from a list of logos, or I can upload a logo. So you can have templates within ShoutOut with multiple logos. But in this one, I'm just going to choose the default, and I'm going to click the next arrow on the bottom of the screen. So now it's asking me to choose my intro. So I've got options here. I can upload an intro, and that could be a video or a still image, or I can have no intro, or I can choose from a list, which is what I'm going to do here. So we've basically got various stock footage here that you can use for your intro. So I'm going to go on to the shout out category, look at the generic shout out intros, and I will just select one here. So if I select that, that's my intro. Once I've selected an intro, I can define the duration of it just using this trim here. So if I just play it, select to where I want to trim to, and then when I play into out, that will define the length of the intro. So I've got my intro video. Then I can add a frame to it, which is basically an overlay over the top, and I can show you that on the next one. And I can also add a logo, which I'm going to do here. So I'm going to put the logo here. I can just move it around, resize it. So obviously that's the logo that you defined right at the beginning. As well as a logo, I can also add some text. So I'm just going to add some text here. I will just I'll just write in demo, so we know what it is. I can move that text around. I can change the size of it. I can change the font. So I can also change the color and put some background colors on it as well. For this one, I'm just going to leave the background color off. The one other thing about text, which is quite important to know, is this contributor input button. If I click this on, you'll notice that this now turns into user prompt. If I click it off, it says displayed text. And when the contributor text is on, it means that text gets asked for from the upload link. So people can write in whatever text they want. So for example, if you want to customize the intro somehow with a name or some other personalized information, you can do that here. And all you have to do is on the user prompt, just this is a prompt that they will see. So just change that to whatever you want them to see, to add, so they can add their text. So that's the first thing. I just click next at the bottom, and this takes me to the outro. The outro is exactly the same. So I'm just going to very quickly choose from a list. I'll grab a video here. I'll just change the length of it, and that's my outro video. I won't bother putting a logo on that. So then I go next again. and now the contributor video. So the contributor video is basically the video that gets uploaded from your contributors via the upload link. So again, I've got the same options. I can add a frame to it. With this frame, I can upload a frame from Photoshop. So that might be, for example, if you've got an event, you can have your own specially designed frame with sponsor logos, etc. Obviously, with these frames, you need to keep some transparent so you can see the video behind it. And for attractions, for example, you can have your own nicely designed frame. If you want to upload a Photoshop frame, we've given you the templates here. So you can download the Photoshop template, upload that into Photoshop, design your frame, and then upload it back into ShoutOut. So I can also choose from a list of frames here. So there's various sections of frames that I can choose from. But in this instance, I'm just going to leave the frames off. You don't have to have a frame on at all. Again, the logo, I can add the logo on here. It defaults to the top left-hand corner. I can change the size, move it around, etc. I can add some text on if I want, exactly the same way as on the intro. And I can also add a caption. This is quite important. So this is a name caption. This is a standard name caption from ShoutOut. I'm just going to move it up a bit so it will clear any subtitles I want to add. Yes, so you can have a name caption, you can ask for a star rating, you can have other custom captions, and they can be different colors. You can have a custom color, and they can either have a standard background. You can upload a background depending on your subscription, or you can have no background. So yeah, that's a name caption. I'm just going to make that dark. I think that'll look nice and dark. So that's my contributor link. So that's the information that's going to go over the contributor video. I'm going to press next, and it takes me to music. So you don't have to have music. I think it's a good idea to have music though, because it kind of helps mold the intro and the outro and the contributor link together. So you can either upload your own music, or you can choose from a list here. So we've got a list of various stock footage that you can choose from, and you can basically audition it by pressing the play button, or selecting it just by pressing select. You can also change the volume. We've defaulted it to medium, but if it's a bit loud, you can put it to low, or if you want the music higher, for example, if you just want to make a video without people speaking, you can do that as well. So I've done that, and I'm going to click on next, and this takes me to the settings page. And the settings are a really important part of building your template. So I'm just going to go through the settings one by one. So the first one is the contributor explanation text. So this is the ask that you're going to ask your contributors. So it's great to make that really clear and really simple for them to understand. So it might be, please make us a testimonial video, keep it short, or tell us why you like working with us, etc. So this is the public text that your contributors will see. The description is the internal description. So this is just for your own internal purposes, or if you share templates to other people, this is so you can define what that template is. And the contributor link mode is very important. That's a very important part of ShoutOut, and it defines how the contributor link works. So the first one is automated ShoutOut video. And what that means is someone will upload their video clip, they'll record and upload their video clip, they'll be asked to trim it, they'll be asked to add in some name caption details, and then when they approve it, it will make a video completely automatically, and that video will appear on their phone for them to watch. So that's the first option of the contributor link mode. The next option is to upload a trimmable clip, and that's exactly the same process, except it doesn't make the automated video. It just stores that clip within ShoutOut as a clip to be used in a compilation video. So for example, if you want to only make compilation videos, there's probably no point in making individual videos, automated videos. You can just upload the clips and turn those into compilations afterwards. The third option is upload multiple clips and images. And what this is it prompts the contributor to select multiple video clips, multiple images, and just upload them. They don't trim them, they don't add any name caption details, they just upload them. So that's how that works. And then the last option on the contributor link mode is upload video clips, upload automated video and clip upload, should I say. So this is a great option for events. So you can basically you can create an automated video, but you can also just upload a clip if you want to. So for example, if you're at an event, you can make automated videos of testimonials while you're at the event that can be shared immediately on social media, but you can also upload clips of B-roll in order to make a compilation video later on. So it gives you the best of both worlds. We recommend only using that mode if you're using it internally, if you've got people filming them, for you, rather than inviting people to film, because sometimes people might get confused and not know if they're meant to upload the clip or create the finished video. So that's a really important part of ShoutOut, the contributor link mode. Next, we have the maximum user video duration. We've set that at 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, and that just ensures that people don't upload very long clips for you. This is 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes per video clip. So if it's a Q&A video, that will be per answer. After that, we've got the photograph to video conversion length. So when people are uploading images or photographs, ShoutOut automatically turns them into video clips, and this defines that duration. So this is useful if you want to very quickly make a compilation of photos. You can define what that duration is, so you don't have to edit each one down. Contributor link language, you can change the language of the contributor link, and depending on your subscription, you can also remove the ShoutOut branding if you choose. Next, we have the privacy settings and approval needed. And this is an important setting to know about. So when you make an automated video on ShoutOut, the video appears on the recipient's phone in a few seconds. If approval is off, what also appears is some share options. So they can share that video themselves just to social media, which is a really useful tool to leverage other people's networks if you want to. If you set approval on, they can view the video, but they can't share the video until you approve it, which is useful if you just want to kind of make sure that you're happy with the video before people are allowed to share it. Linked to that is what the information you request from the contributor. So if it's off, you don't ask for any information from them, or you can ask for their email address, you can ask them to input a clip name, or you can ask them to select something from a drop-down menu. If you set approval on and you ask for their email address, when you approve the video within ShoutOut, it automatically sends that video to the recipient, or to the contributor rather, and they can then share that video. So it's a good combination to ask for their email address and have approval on. So next we have email notifications. This is where you can put in an email address and you'll be notified when someone has made a video, which is really useful. And then lastly, depending on your subscription package, you can upload a custom font to make your videos brand compliant. Great, so I'm just going to go to the next stage, and the next stage is basically the sharing information. You can see it up here. So what this is a way of adding in a default title, a default description, and adding in hashtags. So when people share the video, or share a link to the video, those hashtags are already pre-populated and the title is pre-populated. So this is a really useful function to be able to, again, leverage other people's social media and ensure that your hashtags are there. So you can add social media settings and hashtags when you share on the browser, but also when you share via linked accounts. So that's sharing natively via ShoutOut. So there are two places where you can put in generic hashtags and generic text. So once you've done that, you press the tick at the bottom and you've made your template. It's as simple as that. So as you can see, I've selected current template and it's showing the template. That sometimes takes a couple of seconds to appear, but you can see your template and you can go on to the next stage, which is to go to the upload stage and invite people to record their videos.